go round quickly and ask what's people's thoughts on a tomb and the afterlife.
Do what?
Dead quick.
Can we go reverse for Steve?
Yeah, go reverse.
What's that again?
Right. Do you remember Tutankhamun when we were a kid?
Yeah.
Right. What's your thoughts on a tomb and the afterlife?
Bit confusing that for me, I'm sorry.
You fucker. Barrett. Go on, we'll ask you when we get round, you might get more of an idea.
Okay.
Do you remember, right, I think it's about 1975, Tutankhamun, right?
I was there.
What was you?
When they buried him.
Oh, you look
Go on, Barrett.
You look bloody good.
Yeah.
Right, I see the afterlife as you see it. I think there should be drink placed in there.
Yeah.
Right, or something to simulate drink. Right. Because we found champagne bottles.
Yeah.
Right. Simulated champagne. Right. The weed. Right. I'm sure we can get some simulated weed.
Time.
Right. The music again. Right. I know that you're going to have pipe music. Right. But what about this?
Yeah, on the walls.
You know, in those little alcoves.
Yeah.
Have this in there. You know, the LPs that we used to listen to.
A turntable.
Yeah, we've got
You know,
off
something
there.
like that.
I was thinking about that. Where would we get a turntable that looks like that? You know, a real turntable.
There's only a turntable and an amp, wasn't it? An old-time amp. Kuna was telling me how you got it built. Off this guy, somebody. Yeah. He built an amp for you, didn't he?
Something like that.
Wait till we get to your turn.
Yeah, Kuna was telling me.
Brian, what do you think? Give us your take on tombs and the afterlife.
Well, I don't know about the afterlife. I know I'm going to a tomb when I die, but that's a different kettle of fish. But I don't know really. You know what I mean? It's don't know how you present it. How you know. But I'll leave that to you. You're the brains behind that. But I just, like I say, I didn't really have an opinion on it. To be honest with you.
Go on then, Carmen.
If it's in concept of like being in the Reno, for me personally on it, I can't believe that I did actually go down there. So for me, it's all about the space. So for me, it's about the space being smaller, the ceiling. In terms of what is in there and what could we put in there, it's only a thought. But I would say as well, if we had, you know, like the figurines of cardboard cutouts of, you need something like that in certain places to sort of think, I knew that person, I know that person there, if that makes sense.
No, it does
The
make
ones that are
sense.
past, you mean?
Yeah, because that's
Yeah,
what it is.
yeah.
That's, if
The
you're
ones that are
recreating
past.
it and you're thinking of the afterlife is somebody you're going to see that you want to see.
Oh.
That's a good idea.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you think about it for me on that scale, was I can't believe that I went down there because I don't like confined spaces, but I couldn't go on a night out and not go there. And then for me to be in there, it's got to be more closed.
Like intimate.
More intimate, if you want to say. Seeing, I'd go and go, oh my God, there's that person. I mentioned 2 people before, not because of anything. One's been dead a very long time, one's alive now. But they were, for me, they were always stood at the end of the bar here before the alcove, and that was the 2 Annettes. Do you remember them?
Big Annette and little Annette.
Thank you.
What, blonde one?
Red, yeah.
She live on
One's
Broadfield
for
Road.
yeah. Well, one's dead and gone, bless you, and the other one's still alive, but iconic, dressed to the max, with the clutch bags. Didn't speak to nobody, noses in the air, spoke like that when one of them spoke, hello darling, how are you? and I walked in, I used to do, and not that we were great friends then, we've been friends for 30 years now, but it would be one of those. Because you looked the part, do you know what I mean? Because she looked and she'd go, yeah, you're looking good tonight, sweetie. So it's things like, for me...
But it's all them sort of things that's got to come in on a different level.
Yeah.
When we start really going, it's all them
But
things.
for me, you just said, tomb-wise, what you think, it would be seeing certain people there that were there all the time. And like you say, your drinks, your smells, so, you know, the jewellery, the thing. Yeah. You would want somebody to be like Phil and somebody there where that bar is. You need something to say, even it's a blacked out figure or something with maybe an African robe on and his little hat and his glasses, but he'd be there.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
that's for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a bit weird, but
No, it's not.
No,
weird.
it's not.
No,
We said
nothing's
that.
weird.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the tomb aspect, yeah, because when you went in the Reno, once you got through that door, you were in a tomb kind of thing. And the afterlife thing as well, like you were saying about having figures. Maybe if it's not figures, but all the people that have passed, if you get permission, obviously, to have something of them. So when you walk in, you remember,
Oh, yeah.
I've not seen them, and this is
Oh,
where I
yeah.
used to see them. But obviously, that was
Yeah, yeah.
And like I said, Frank, it'd be really nice to have a big picture of him in a corner where he was.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, that
Certain
kind of
people.
feel. Yeah, and that comes with the afterlife because how many people have passed.
that would
to the
still
Reno
be,
now.
imagine coming
lot
to
of
that
people.
night in a mountain,
What was
dig.
having Frank Pereira on that one walk? Did you say we're going to
Yeah, we have to ask.
You've got other
Just
things.
talking about a bit more intimate though, as you're saying, as
You've
you
got
walk
other people like Tony Atta, who was
Yes,
iconic down
yeah.
there.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Snowy.
Snow, yeah.
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 Steve and all them, and Ozzy and all that.
But certain people are definitely more iconic than
Then
others,
others,
aren't they?
and then there's others that were for a certain time. When
Tommy
these young
Bromley.
girls and young guys started going down, the people that were iconic in some of our time were not iconic for these.
No.
Really and truthfully, they weren't.
No.
So we would talk about somebody and you go, oh, who's that? But at that time, and a long period of time, not just for a few months, but for years, they were there. Then you young ones come and you took it over, and it was a different thing for you.
So that's another good concept, isn't it, as well, layers.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's layers
Yeah.
as well, isn't there?
Definitely,
Yeah.
it's because,
Yeah.
like you, right, we're from a different.
It's not so much era, but it's that
No, but
It
it
is,
is an
isn't it?
era, because I'm a different era.
Yeah.
Because
time warp.
It only took 2 years or 3 years, and it was a
I
different
used to go in
era.
60s.
You're doing something else.
Yeah.
I told
I
you
was
that
in-
at 68 I
yeah.
used to go,
Yeah.
same as you, used to be there 68 and
very
through,
early 70s.
right, and then
Yeah.
I got married, well I got married in 68, but you know, as time went on and the kids grew up, right, I sort of pulled away, right, and that's when the likes of you were coming in and you were coming in.
So I went down like 69, very young girl, 16. And 69, went all the way through that. Each pregnancy stopped down there when I got married, 77, and I went until Persian stopped playing, 83. Apart from when I was pregnant and got to a certain stage of it, I didn't go down. But all that time I went into the Reno. There were so many different changes down there. Lighting, the music, because of the times of the music. It's like sometimes when you hear at the moment, like Phil will put music on and stuff like that, and somebody go, it's a Reno tune, and I go, no, it wasn't.
Yeah, but it is.
But it was
afterwards,
because that's
It
what
came a
I
bit
say.
later, yeah.
But for me, that wasn't a Reno tune, but I still love the tune because I've heard it somewhere else.
Yeah.
And this is
So it still brings it
where
back.
this is where Leon comes in.
Yeah.
That's when
Because
I
he
was
was
going.
at the later era.
Yeah.
You know, from 83 on.
Yeah. And I never went in there.
Yeah, so I was going from then.
Ian Tomlin were the DJs
Yeah.
then.
Yeah.
Right, David, let's hear what your thoughts are on
What,
dreams.
leaving me too?
Yeah. About the tomb and the afterlife.
What I'd like him to. Or 6 cans of Austin Powell. The music, got to carry all the tapes and CDs and things. The applause. And
talk about?
a nice big bag of high grade.
I would like, for me now, the afterlife is a massive photo of Cooley.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do that.
That's for me. That's
beautiful.
what I would like to see.
What, you got a big photograph of Cooley?
Yeah.
I'll get
Yeah.
one. Don't worry, I'll get one.
Because he was a part of
Yeah.
I'll get, he was
I got no say here
carrying
because
his, carrying his
couldn't put it
gear.
any better.
Not me. I've always told
They've said it all.
I'll get one. Don't worry about that. Nice big one for yourself too.
I agree with you.
No, no,
Because we used to take, people used to take photographs, you know that guy.
yeah,
They used to come around
the guy
with the camera,
50p guy.
50p guy. And lots of people used to take photographs of their cool, but you didn't see
No,
them.
because you were right.
He'll be dead. Is he dead now then?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because he was a big man.
But they were called Polaroids. So we just pulled them out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I've not got one in really. I've got
They're brought in now.
But the people
No,
who
they
used to
don't.
take
Well,
them
they got pure
didn't let
photos.
us see them, so we didn't see none of those
I'll get you that
photos.
photograph. I've got one there.
And even now, the amount of people who have taken photographs of me, and I've never seen one.
Yeah, but it wasn't a big
Picture
deal.
of me with a social.
No, wasn't.
Yeah.
You didn't want your photograph taken anyway, did you?
One conversation,
Nobody wanted the
folks.
photograph
Why
taken.
did you not want your photograph taken?
Didn't want to be known. Simple as that.
Thinking informers
Like
or
me, I didn't like the idea of people
informer or
taking photographs.
I think back then when people took a picture, it's different
It's
than
just
now.
away
That's
from
just their
them.
picture in their house, your personal.
Yeah.
No, but they put all over and we send it to you.
Yeah.
There,
Today
it's
it's the
like,
phones.
But you couldn't just go walk
Yeah,
around the
everything,
Reno snapping pictures.
yeah.
Because that photograph that you had in there of me now, I didn't know that existed.
Wow.
Is when I went into Windrush building.
Yeah, that's where it is.
Um,
One conversation, please.
I went to the Windrush building to see Hartley. And he grabbed me and hugged me and said, come here. And took me, and there's this massive photo on the wall with
Yeah, just think the right
the
about
write-up
it.
about it. And I was shocked because I didn't know that was there. I never seen that. I can't even remember when I took that, when that photograph was taken.
So what
But
do
it's
you...
in the Windrush on the wall, big like that.
Beautiful.
Go on, Jeff.
What do I think about the afterlife?
Yeah.
How do you mean? What stage of it?
Just... Well, what would you like in the afterlife?
I don't know. I haven't got no clue what I'd like.
What would you like in the Reno as an afterlife? If you thought of that as being the place that you were going to be in, what visualises for you? What do you see or what do you remember or what would you like to think of being there?
All I remember is stood at the top of the door getting loads of aggravation off people.
So yours is hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if Larty went off on somebody, you know what I mean? And sometimes you let people in if you didn't like them. He said, I'll bag you 1 week, you're not coming in this day. And then that was kick off. Yeah.
So when we start building our set, you've got a really important perspective. He's got a totally different perspective than any of us. Do you know, I mean, from that perspective, you can give us a really good version of that walkway and the stairs. Like Persian sees the overview of the club, doesn't he?
Yeah.
You know, and you see an overview of the doorway.
Well, I see myself.
all entering.
I see myself as you're coming down that stairs where I used to have to stand on that ledge.
Yeah.
And it
Yeah.
wasn't very big, was it? You know
No.
what I mean? And you got somebody trying to argue with you, you know what I mean? It was something. Yeah.
But
Yeah. And then Larty would start shutting the door on them.
another
Yeah.
thing about, even
Yeah.
now when I go in the studio and I'm doing the show, and certain the tunes are playing and I close my eyes,
There.
I can see the green and front of me.
Yeah.
Full flow.
Yeah.
In that corner there was somebody in that corner, you know where the body was. I just close my eyes and I'm back in the arena.
I do that all the time, playing
Yeah,
tune at
it
home.
is. So I still entertain myself from
Yeah.
just closing my eyes,
Yeah.
playing the music, and I see the arena in front of
Because if
me.
you think of you stood there, here, now, looking out, we were a corner, you were where you were, with pictures of you in your little alcove up here. But if you think that you looked and you could see every single
Everything,
person that came in
everybody.
and what they were doing.
Every little antics that went on.
not only
I could
that,
tell you who was misbehaving from who wasn't.
well, yeah, you could see what your music did
Yeah.
to people. Because your music, the music was about it.
Do you know what I envision him as? You know, in a footballing term, like a goalkeeper watching the outfield players,
Yeah.
right? And that's how your vision must have been,
Yeah.
you know.
We never see it.
No.
My
no.
vision of it is, like I said earlier on about Persian and seeing Cooley. Now, I suggested that, woken everyone up about that bit.
Yeah.
I suggest that too. And there's another, what I suggest, like you said earlier about some carded people. How about Bob Marley and David Soul in there?
Go fuck
You know what I mean?
Bob Marley come into it.
Don't make me stand
Bob
you.
Marley come down there.
David Soul, what the fuck's wrong with him?
That's only a myth.
Let's have a bit of
That's a myth.
Bob Marley, I get David
Muhammad
Soul.
Ali.
Yeah, we did that.
Better off getting the super play that was always in there.
Bob Marley's in the middle of the Catholic.
No, hold on. That man just stopped the flow of conversation to bring in David Soul. What a cunt.
Sorry guys. Oh well, at least I broke the ice.
Yeah, you certainly did. Brought the two.
I do it every week, don't I? I always say to
David Soul, where did he come into it?
no, he did. He went down there.
Dave Brennan.
Right, would you play
No, he
David
did. Dave Brennan met. He met that crew.
No,
He was at
But Alex
Van
Higgins,
the Pits.
Maybe
No,
if
that's
you would
what I
have
just said. Alex
Frankie
Higgins
Beverly,
was in there.
Muhammad Ali,
No, Alex Higgins was on it.
Alex Higgins,
Yeah.
Ray Winston,
Yeah.
all them lot.
Ivan, you can never come back from that. You can never come back from that.
and Pete Brown.
Who?
Pete Brown.
That's who
Pete
sold
Brown.
his soul.
Yeah, George
Yeah.
Marshall
Keep me doing
play
With his blonde self.
Pink Floyd.
Right,
Remember?
yeah.
Right, one conversation, folks.
Right, let's.
I think as well, I forgot something. You know, in the toilet, that's where the muggings happened, didn't it? Got to have that. Got to have
Learn
that.
to swim in the toilets.
What?
Learn to swim in the men's toilets.
Right. Right. So let's end up with a job. So we got a real job, right? Nikita, do you agree that we've got to come back with the idea of where we're getting 12 tables?
Yeah.
12 oblong tables and 3 round tables.
And there's what you're looking for.
For Micah.
Just table big in
For
there.
Micah. What? We just got to be in agreement.
You don't have to
Everyone has to think about where we could get this. We've already had some ideas already about it, like Antique Shop, West Indian Centre on Westwood Street, for example.
We've got new tables
What was that when you said the Volvo?
Yeah.
Volcon's shoved in a cupboard, you don't know.
So have a think, everyone have a think about where these tables could come from.
We've still got the tables in there. Hey?
and it flaps.
What else did we come
We've
and...
never used it since the
Hold
vault
on.
closed down.
Hold on a minute, folks.
The tables, mate.
It's been changed.
What else did we think about that we could need?
Mirrors.
Mirrors.
Yeah, mirrors.
Oh yeah. No, we didn't think about
chairs.
I think Persian.
But they were
I think it
chairs.
is. You have to be looking for tables and chairs. From the
Oh yeah, chairs.
Two big
What I'm
posters.
saying is,
Stools.
that place has been, everything's been thrown.
No, but I'm
Thrown
saying
out.
the Reno itself, the tables and chairs, never ever changed. They were from the 60s. When you opened it, they were there then. And
No, because before Phil opened it, it was a gambling house.
Yeah.
no, I'm not saying that. I'm saying when
Was it you were
opened
like a little
that
social
thing,
club for the Africans?
So can you...
Long back, that's
No, but it
way
doesn't
back.
matter. The table wasn't there, it was there.
No, we're just saying
Something that
you
you're going to
needed the
discuss
table.
next week.
Yeah.
It's not doing now because it's 8:30
Yeah.
now.
Bubbles his
So,
dad.
Tables,
As a club.
Yeah.
12 oblong ones and 3 round ones. Mirrors, antique mirrors.
Old-fashioned.
And and
70
Cheap
will
wooden
do.
mirrors. That's
No,
what they
not cheap wooden mirrors. What we want
It's
is
those old-fashioned ones.
like 70s ones. Because if we just get one big mirror like the Reno really was, it don't really say anything,
Right,
it's
okay,
just one
so
big
just get
mirror.
loads of
But if we got loads of 70s mirrors,
Okay.
we're
Well,
kind
they're
of
not
bringing in
70s,
art,
these are like
aren't
30s and things.
we? I know, but
like
that's brilliant.
Doesn't matter, just, yeah.
You know, not just
We'll have a
shitty
look.
mirrors, but you know, like mirrors that have got... Right, bear in
Well, your
mind...
granny used to have that sort of mirror.
Bear in mind, right, this is the way to look at it. Do you remember we was looking at the photographs and we said every photograph's told a story?
Yeah.
Every item in our exhibition tells a story. Every mirror tells a story. Every photograph that's going to go in our exhibition tells a story. It can't be anything. You've got to think about what story is this telling. Do you know what I mean?
what is your dream? What is this afterlife that you're
Yeah.
trying to portray, which you've been talking about?
Yeah, and another little bit of homework is if you get a chance, have a quick look at tombs, Egyptians, Roman, you'll get good ideas about all right, we've got the Reno, but we can put a hold, a level on this.
But I remember when they opened the tombs, right?
Go on.
They all died.
Yes.
You've got to watch what we're doing.
Well, we're going to die anyway.
So we
It's going to die anyway, so
just watch what we've got to do,
But
right?
you know what's interesting about that? There's some cultures that think that if you take a picture of someone, you're killing them. Like they don't like pictures being taken. Yeah, they're stealing.
That's why she's avoiding the camera.
Yeah, sure, she really means it. You've murdered her.
Are we happy, folks? Are we happy? Thank you.
Right. Take